Alright, hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of the Liquid Pasture Community League. I am Leloop and I am bringing to you a solo cast. Yes, I know, it's so unfortunate you will have to listen to just me ramble on about the games today. Tears everywhere. But anyway, I'm going to try and do my best to be entertaining and fun and talkative, unlike how I usually am, which is dull and depressing. But anyway, today's game we have team page 1, or no, gosh, this is Crunchy Pirates versus Young Money Jeezy. Sorry about that. And right away we can see that the bands are coming out. We have a Magnus band from the Crunchy Pirates, and we have a Nyx band from Young Money Jeezy. Alright. We saw Young Money Jeezy play last week. They played against Pororo, and I do have to apologize to him about that. I was mispronouncing his name for the entire cast. So, Pororo, much love, and I will do better next time. But we did see Young Money Jeezy play last week, and they ended up getting 2-0'd in quite convincing fashion, and so I'm hoping that they rebound this week and show us a little bit more of what they can do. I feel like they had a lot of potential, but they just never were really able to capitalize on it. Alright, anyway, we can see for first pick, Crunchy Pirates have gotten Keeper of the Light. He's probably the top support right now. I mean, it's really between him and Nyx, in my personal opinion. They're just so good at what they do. Keeper of the Light has the best anti-push in the game, in my opinion. Nyx Assassin, of course, once he hits 6, can basically instantly kill any support that he wants to. And they're both really item independent, so although Keeper of the Light, in all honesty, farms better than probably any support in the game. Now they pick up an Undying to go with it, which is very interesting because you're getting 2 of the strongest laners, and you can run a very efficient offensive tri-lane in that regard. I don't know what's going to happen because right now both teams seem to be running offensive tri-lanes. You have the Shadow Demon Gyrocopter, which can be utilized together very effectively as well. You disrupt a main hero, that you want to focus down, and then Gyrocopter is able to get nice and close so that when he unleashes Rocket Barrage, it'll do pretty much maximum damage to the enemy guaranteed. And especially if you manage to catch a Soul Catcher on the hero as well, it's pretty much instant death. And we're seeing the third pick is a Chaos Knight. Right now it's pretty open. Neither team has picked up a mid. I'm also still unsure as far as the hard lanes go, or who's going to be a solo lane, because I'm assuming both are going to try lane, and we're not going to see anything too cheeky this game. Undying can off lane. I'm not a big fan of it just because he doesn't have so much an escape as he is so tanky, but it is a possibility, and they could run an Undying Keeper of the Light and Chaos Knight as an offensive tri-lane and pick up a strong solo lane hero as well. And we're seeing out of Young Money Jeezy they picked up Windrunner as well. So right now both teams are still fairly open, in all honesty. I feel like they're both missing kind of a strong solo laner. Windrunner can solo lane, she isn't bad, and it would be very effective against the Keeper of the Light, Undying, Chaos Knight if that's what they choose to run on the bottom. But, I mean, she can also run in the tri-lane, she can run with the Gyrocopter and Shadow Demon, and they could go offensive tri-lane as well. So they're pretty open, all things considered. I feel that we're going to get a lot of mids banned out in this second ban phase, though. And okay, it's interesting. I would not have expected a Jakiro ban for this. I feel like Jakiro after the Ice Path nerf is a little weaker now. I'm starting to feel like Earthshaker is a better pick for the similar things, although Macro Pyre is still very effective. I mean, if you can get the enemy to fight in a condensed area, then you're going to be very strong in that regard. And also, I mean, I just don't feel like they have anything to combo with it. You know, normally when you see, you could see like a Gyrocopter, Magnus, Darkseer combined with a Jakiro, and you could just nuke the entire enemy team to death if you play it right. But I don't know. I don't feel like he warranted a ban in this particular phase, in my personal opinion. Again, they mightn't be trying to keep away from it in order to save themselves some strong solo lane heroes as well as some mids. A Rubik ban as well. So who knows? They might be figuring on the Gyrocopter going mid. That is also a possibility. Windrunner can honestly go mid as well. And even Shadow Demon can go mid if they really wanted to run that. It's not very popular in my opinion, but it is a possibility. Bounty Hunter has been banned out. You can see they banned out TA and Bounty Hunter, which I think they're expecting a defensive tri-lane. I don't know. Undying to me always signifies that you're going to try to offensive tri-lane, but it'll be interesting to see what else they add to their mix in order to round out the rest of their lineup. Surprisingly, no Queen of Pain banned out by either team, who is a very strong mid in my opinion, can do a lot, and it's very unusual to see a good puck player, so it's a little harder to counter, in my opinion, right now.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see who this last ban is, though. And it's a Life Stealer. Okay, so I think it's a good ban. Life Stealer is a pretty strong solo laner, harder to gank because of rage and the ability to get out of it easily. And the Queen of Pain ban, actually, just as I was talking about it. So I imagine that they're going to pick up a mid and a strong solo laner with these two. Lone Druid's still in the pool, surprisingly enough, which I think would be a good pickup for either team here. I feel it might actually be a better pickup for Young Money Jeezy, as if you get a good entangle, that's pretty much a guaranteed dead hero. You're not going to be able to save him no matter what you want to do.
10 seconds remaining.
Trying to also think. Oh, a puck pick. Really? Okay. So just as I was talking about the puck and how unusual it is. Now, if you've played I actually just started playing puck recently, and it's probably become one of my favorite heroes to play. It's a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of skill, and I feel like if you're at any ping disadvantage whatsoever, that it's just a hard hero to utilize correctly.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be interesting because the puck, again, still leaves him open. The puck can solo lane pretty effectively, or it could go mid. Really, a Phantom Lancer pickup. I'm actually a little confused about it, I guess would be the way to say it. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with this. I mean, they could run the defensive tri-lane utilizing Shadow Demon, Windrunner, and Phantom Lancer. They could also go Gyrocopter in mid, Windrunner on the side, on this off lane with Shadow Demon, Phantom Lancer, and one more. And the more I think about it, the more that makes sense, but I feel like Gyrocopter versus Puck I feel like Puck has the advantage. A good Puck player will be able to get away from Rocket Barrage or the missile or anything like that. And so I feel like they almost should have offensive tri-laned with it and just picked up a Lone Druid or a stronger laner, but it's still there's still a lot up in the air right now with either draft, and both captains have done a very good job with that. Just theory crafting though right now. I mean, okay, and wow. That last pick shows to me exactly what Crunchy Pirates is going to do. I'm feeling right now their best option is going to be Puck mid, Keeper of the Light, Undying, and Chaos Knight in a tri-lane, and then Clinkz running a solo safe lane. Which, if it's Clinkz versus Windrunner, I think that should give them some very strong lanes. And Alina as well. So I think we're almost definitely going to see an aggressive tri-lane versus a defensive tri-lane. We're probably going to see Gyrocopter mid versus Puck, Shadow Demon, Windrunner, or Shadow Demon, Lina, and Phantom Lancer as the defensive tri-lane, Windrunner as the off lane, and then you're going to see Keeper of the Light, Undying, Chaos Knight on the top, Puck in the mid, and Clinkz solo against the Windrunner. Right now I feel like the draft probably favors Crunchy Pirates. I'm not entirely. I mean, I think with good play, the gyrocopter should be... I mean, it's going to be hard, but he should be able to at least see us with the puck. Alright, but we'll have to see and wait to see how that plays out. Gonna switch over things, check that out. Alright, and now then for the introductions. We have Crunchy Wiggles on the puck. We have Grey Mist on the Chaos Knight. Hassy Baby on the Keeper of the Light. Toad on the Undying. And Cosmos on the Clinks. On the Dire team, we have Potato Fuss on the Gyrocopter, looking like he's going to go mid. Echelon on the Shadow Demon. Barcode on the Lena. Holy Chaos on the Phantom Lancer. And iJap on the Windrunner. Alright. So, I think it's probably going to be what I said. Although it does look like Clinks is going top, which I guess maybe they assume that the offensive tri-lane was coming out, and we're going to try to put him solo versus the Windrunner. I don't like Clinks versus a tri-lane, obviously. I think Clinks needs too much farm. And here we go with the bad manners again. Oh, Young Money Jeezy. Oh my. If you watched last week's episode, there was a little bit of that going on. But anyway, right now, you can see Crunchy Pirates guarding their jungle. And Young Money Jeezy is going to try and go up and get a ward down. Although I don't feel... Oh, they did see him, so they know that they're there, and they know they just planted a ward, but I don't... Young Money Jeezy. Jeezy. I know, my enunciation is terrible. But... Huh. Right now we seem to have a rotation going on. No. YMJ is the team, not the players. I know, it's not available. Alright. Anyway, we check it out. They actually moved the tri-lane up against the Clinks. Yep. And they're going to... I think right now that's a sign that Clinks has to rotate. There's no way Clinks can go up against this tri-lane at all, in my personal opinion. He needs far too much farm in order to get it going. Although he does manage to have down a ward that's going to block the full camp, but he needs to be very careful right now. It does have his first point in the Skeleton Walk. Mistiming on that. And he's going to allow the Clinks to get away. And they don't even drop the ward either. Yeah, the timing for that is a little hard to pull off, but they really need a lane rotation. Clinks really needs his farm, and he needs to get up that quick orchid in order to have any impact at all on the game. He's not like a bounty hunter. He can't just wait until 6 and then kind of go off. He has to get some amount of lane farm in order to be effective later on in the game. And right now I feel like Dire's just going to be able to zone him out. And he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. I mean, he's got 3 last hits, but the Phantom Lancer is already sitting at 8. And if that's the way they're going to play it, the Phantom Lancer is going to outcarry the Chaos Knight by a lot. I'm still very surprised that there was no reaction to the lanes, though. Maybe Clinks is probably going to hold up until he's 6 and then go into the jungle, but I feel like he's almost going to have to abandon this lane very quickly in order to make any impact at all on the game. Because as it stands, if he gets that Orchid any later, then gosh. Yeah, I think that I would agree with that, Firebolt. I think if they get some farm on CK, then he can start moving around, and then Clinks will be a little bit safer. But Clinks needs to watch out. Oh, they do chain the stun this time, but he is invis, so they're not able to do anything, and he gets out of range of the Sentry Ward. Alright, taking a look at mid, we can see Gyrocopter's keeping up with Puck as far as the farm, but Puck is, as I said, unharassable pretty much for the Gyrocopter. He's not going to be able to pull off the missile because Puck can just phase shift away from it. And if Puck sees the missile coming, launches an orb, phase shifts, he can just back away very quickly and be able to escape entirely. Yep. But he hasn't done that. He actually has no points into flat cannon. He's got 2 into rocket barrage and 2 into missile right now, which both are pretty useless skills against Puck, in all honesty. Neither one of them's really going to have the chance to land, with it being such a quick cooldown. Oh! And I was a little bit late on that in order to just miss the first blood. It looks like they pulled off the combo in range of the Sentry Ward. And yeah, I mean, Clinks right now is just not going to have a good time up top at all. Alright. Keep an eye on bottom lane right now. I'm actually surprised that Radiant is allowing this Windrunner to get as many levels as she is. I mean, she's only 1 level behind the Chaos Knight right now, and that's going to be problematic in all honesty. The Chaos Knight is doing a really good job last hitting, but they need to find this ward right here.
Radiant's top towers.
That was actually just put down. I didn't even happen to notice that. So, you can see in mid, Gyrocopter's got up a bottle. Puck just got his boots actually right now, so he's doing very well as far as the last hitting goes. Oh. And we have a smoke up from the Dire team here. They have Shadow Demon and Lena both there. And Puck's caught way out of position. But again, he just phase shifts out. And, oh, they got him anyway. Okay, well played by the Dire team. Bringing along the Shadow Demon, and it was just too much for him to get out of. I mean, he had to if he launched the orb in order to escape and then disappeared, he probably could have lived through it, but it was just a little bit too late on the orb in order. And that gives a big big amount of lane control to the Gyrocopter. I mean, he's now got 6, and the Puck is not going to be able to just phase shift away. He's going to have to make sure that his orb is launched and that he's well coordinated on it in order to stay safe against this Gyrocopter. He's getting a little aggressive right now. It's never fun to feed a Gyrocopter at all, as he can. Oh, jeez! And I completely missed that. Puck actually manages to heal up with the regen rune, so he's going to grab an invis as well. I feel like Clinks is going to need a lot of help top though right now as it stands. He's still not doing anything to speak of. He's level 5, so at level 6 he can just kind of head into the jungle, as I said before, and get the rest of his experience there, but he's not going to be able to farm well at all, and it's going to be a very delayed Orchid on him. Chaos Knight has his Bracer coming, or Bracer bought up already. He needs to just send it to himself. He's got Power Treads up. He's got 250, so I imagine we will probably be seeing a wand out of him soon as well. And then after that, it'll depend. Maybe it'll probably be drums first, and then yeah. Oh, really? Actually, I did not notice that. Windrunner's zoned out hard, but I feel like she could be a little bit more aggressive with how this is going. Keeper of the Light's not even there, and Undying, you know, they only have the 1 stun, really, although, jeez. And another death on Clinks that I happen to miss. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, Dire supports are getting more levels from the kills on Clinks, while Windrunner's just trying not to feed. Which, in all honesty, with the levels that you're getting, with the levels that you're getting on Shadow Demon and Lena, you're going to be a little bit better off in your mid game. Especially, you have a bit more team fight with Lena, Windrunner, Shadow Demon, and Gyro, I feel, than you do with the Puck, who has been zoned out again and is actually back at base. Oh, so we have TP support coming in, and that's a soul catcher on Clinks, but they're not going to follow up with anything. Puck Invis looking around for a kill. Gyro came up to support, but I think I'm still not sure if Radiant's figured out that they have the ward there. I mean, I have to assume that they should have by now. But oh, it's not fun. Stack camp is never a good time, and he's gonna. Phantom Lancer should see this. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Oh, looking around for a kill, and there's Lena, and she's all on her own. This should be this should be a kill on Lena. Yep. I don't think they're going to get Phantom Lancer or anybody else, but they needed a kill, and a kill on the Puck definitely helps you out. Right. The Gyrocopter, meanwhile, is roaming bottom, looking around for the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight sitting on pretty decent health, though. I mean, he just got a health pot. He's almost got up his drums. He's about 150 away from that. Oh, and they're going to catch the Gyrocopter. This is going to be a lot of pain. Oh, and that's a kill on the Keeper of the Light, and Chaos Knight's probably going to go down here as well. And a good job by the Gyrocopter and the Windrunner to secure those 2 kills right there. Right. Meanwhile, we have Clinks having to run for his life again, and he's completely out of mana now. And I didn't even see if he'd gone on anybody, but I assume that they managed to shut him down. Clinks right now just trying to do anything he can to get farm, I feel. I mean, he's level 7. Keeper of the Light's only level 3, surprisingly enough. I'm kind of shocked to see that, in all honesty. Lena and Shadow Demon are both level 5, and so is the Undying, but that Keeper of the Light really needs some extra levels. I mean, he's only got 1 into Illuminate, 1 into Chakra, and 1 into Mana Leak, which I don't know how I personally feel about the build. Mana Leak's good on a lot of targets. Gyrocopter, I suppose it could be pretty effective on, considering he's going very nuke heavy. He's only got 2 points into Flak Cannon, full Rocket Barrage, and 2 into Missile. But I don't know. I feel like yeah, exactly. Basically, it just Windrunner stayed so safe that there really was never a chance to utilize it either. That's why she was so underleveled for a while. But now you can see she's caught back up with the 2 kills that they got, and she's level 7, sitting at the same level as the Clinks. And if you look at the farm, I mean, she's got 5, Clinks has got 27, but oh really? Oh, yeah. Was Windrunner doing that or not? I didn't happen to catch who was stacking it. Yeah, so it's not like she was wasting her time either. She managed to stack the Ancient Camp later on for their Gyro, who is going to be able to farm that up pretty quickly as soon as he gets some more points into Flak Cannon. And it's just, I feel like right now they're just playing really solidly, and this is going to be interesting. They're diving really hard for this. Oh, there's the Mana Leak to do it, but she should still be safe. Oh, good attack, and then he follows up with the Chaos Ball. But they got to watch out for the TP reaction as Shadow Demon comes in. Gyrocopter dies, but they're not going to be able to get the Chaos Knight. I think he's just going to escape with a little under 200 health, but they will get the Keeper of the Light. Oh. So a 1-for-1 trade there, but even if they lose the Gyrocopter in mid, who I assume Puck got the kill on that. I didn't... Oh no, Clinks did. Clinks got the kill. So that's going to help offset the Clinks' bad start. He's got 2 Sage's Masks right now and a Ring of Basilius to help with the mana regen that he needs in order to get up his Orchid. Excuse me. You can see Undying has rotated top now. Oh, big Laguna Blade. Oh. That's an interesting thing. Max Doppelwalk and thing and Spirit Lance instead of stats. Wow.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
I don't know about some of these builds that they have here. The Rocket Barrage Max I could see if you're playing a support gyrocopter, but not so much with what he's got going on right now. It's just not going to be effective later on. And he could be like right now, if he were to have the max into flat cannon, he could be farming this ancient stack that they already have for him right here. It's just, yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. It's great if you're using it to nuke down people and you're not going to be doing anything else, but if that's all you're going to be doing, and level one Phantasm. But he does bait the disruption on the Phantasm illusion, so I guess it did pay off in that case. Oh, that's an awkward moment. Oh, they're gonna get this Chaos Knight though. This missile should kill him. Yep, nope, gets him with the follow up though. And there, Undying goes down as well. Puck is gonna be dead. Oh, good use of phase shift and the wand charges. Windrunner gets the puck anyway. And they're gonna dive to no, they're gonna let the Keeper of the Light get away. Meanwhile, Clinks is farming up, and that was basically a 3-for-1 trade. So great fight there by the Dire team.
Won't last much longer.
Oh, Keeper of the Light though returns the favor by nuking down the Shadow Demon. Oh, Shadow Demon, what was that?
Technical difficulties.
Oh. And Clinks gets the mid tower while he was at it, so good play by both teams in that regard, although except for I don't really agree with the Shadow Demon. And oh, Chaos Knight knows that he's low and he pops the drum charge. And he latched him to the creep at the weirdest angle I've ever seen. Oh my. Clutch shackle right there, you know. And then I actually do like this combination out of the Radiant side with the Puck Orb and the Keeper of the Light Illuminate. You could just clear out every creep wave.
Do something about that bottom tower.
Right. Anyway, checking out the last hits right now, we have Phantom Lancer sitting at top with 72, Gyro right behind him at 60, and then Clinks with 49. Clinks has both Oblivion Staffs, so he's pretty close to his Orchid, all things considered. Yeah. And Phantom Lancer is just less than 100 away from the Relic now. He's got 1 point up into Juxtapose. And he's going to, once he gets the Relic, he's going to start farming a lot faster. Oh, great kill up top by the Windrunner on the Chaos Knight. I mean, and they go 2 for 1, I want to say. Yeah, Lena got Undying, and then Chaos Knight got Lena in return. Right. And right now, they dove that pretty far too. I mean, if you look where Undying died, or where Chaos Knight died, he was all the way back at the base. Clinks has an army of Phantom Lancer illusions chasing him. I don't know if I like the Radiance on PL. I think there's a lot of questionable choices right now. Yeah, and Radiance just not doing... Oh. Does PL just skip the Relic and he went right for the Diffusal Blade? Or did he get it? No, I guess he skipped it. I don't see a Relic anywhere. He didn't buy one and it's not on the courier, so... So yeah, he just got up the Diffusal Blade, I guess. When you have that much gold, I guess... I don't know about that. Maybe I guess he felt like he had to fight now. Oh, and here we see Gyro taking up the Ancient stack on now, finally. Yeah. PL still can't fight. and Gyro's still pretty far away from being able to fight as well. He's got his Claymore, which I assume is going to be for a Shadow Blade. So he's still got to get. He still has to finish that off. Yep, and there's the Shadow Amulet right now. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only choice. I mean, in all honesty, Clinks does have the Orchid up. He's got the Ring of Basilius. And he's going to be able to basically push towers now. Anytime he wants. And God, I need to stop missing fights. Oh, Puck's here though. They're gonna go on the Windrunner. And they should be able to get this. Rather surprised that Phantom Lancer even dared to go back in with Juxtapose not, or with Doppelwalk not on for 3 seconds. Because if he got caught with the silence, then that's going to be a problem. Because if he can't Doppelwalk away, I mean, they have enough stuns and enough nuke damage to basically just kill him outright.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty
This
sight
is
right now.
this is looking like a little bit of an awkward engagement right now as well. Oh, and there you have it right there. Oh,
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
nukes down the Keeper of the Light, and they have the Chaos Knight, who's going to Phantasm and try to get away. He is going to be defused, and PL gets a double kill, although he has to watch out. Puck, if Puck would have teleported to the Orb in silence, that would have been a dead PL. Oh, good Shackle, hits 2. And we see Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, what are you doing? Get away, Shadow Demon, no! Oh, if that Decay spam would have hit, that probably could have been a kill. I'm not sure where Clinks is at the moment. Clinks farming neutrals right now. Oh, he was chasing PL. Yeah, PL down to very low health. He's just up to 30 right now.
Radiant's
Puck got her.
bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Okay. Anyway, we see Puck has her Blink Dagger up now, which is going to be great for initiation for the Radiant team. And that's a very good combination between Puck and the Keeper of the Light. Puck blinks in, uses the orb, or blinks in, silences everybody, pops off her ultimate, and then Keeper of the Light's Illuminate can just hit everybody. And if they try to run, they're just going to take damage and be stunned as well. So you're almost forced at that point to eat the Illuminate rather than... Oh, really? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, wow. Windrunner with the buckler up, not even close to the headdress isn't even started. I also have to say this, I really don't... The more I've played Windrunner, the less I like phase boots on her. I feel like Arcanes are really good in the beginning, just because you do have, with the mech and everything else, you do have, yeah. With a lower roll Windrunner, in this particular case, I feel like they are, and they get the Purge on the, and there's Clinks dying to Lena and the Shadow Demon. Great use of dust by them. I didn't see who dusted, but it was well coordinated, and they knew Clinks was around there. Anyway, if we look at Gyrocopter's in trouble right now. He's... Don't go that way, Gyrocopter. There's an Illuminate coming. Just the Illuminate just misses. Illuminate just misses, but they're going to get this tower. They should get this tower at least. Oh, and they have TP support coming in. And yeah, more TP support coming in. Gyrocopter healed up back at the fountain. And they're just going to keep it pushed.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Oh. And PL doing a good job with his illusions to split push the top. He's still only got Tranquil Boots and Drums, and he's got another 3,400 on... He's got another 3,400 gold saved up, so I'm not sure what he's doing. Clinks is invis, they pop the Tombstone, and he's silenced, but he's going to be able to Doppelwalk away after purging himself. Or... I didn't see that. Was that a quick purge? Yeah. The Fusel Blade's on cooldown, so I assume he purged himself to get rid of the silence and then just Doppelwalked away. I'm gonna be curious to see if he decides to buy the recipe for more diffusal blade charges though later on in the game. Because if that's the way he's going to use it, and he's going to use it to stay safe, he's probably going to have to sooner rather than later.
Dyer's mid tower is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, an upgraded diffusal blade on a Phantom Lancer gives him everything that he needs. A little bit more intelligence to help out that mana pool of his, and of course more agility helps out your illusions. Oh, poor Keeper of the Light, just teamed up on entirely. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, mana burn. 36 mana per shot is... Yep. I mean, you're adding 36 damage per attack on every illusion that you have. The thing I'm surprised to see, though, is that they actually still never got this mid tower. Oh, and Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon and Gyrocopter both go down, and Windrunner's going to use her Windrun to escape. Lena gets the Clinks, though, and that's the kill that they needed. That's going to cost Lena her life, and this is going to be a silence on Windrunner. She's not going to be able to Windrunner away, but she does have phase boots, so she should still escape pretty easily. And they need to take this tower right now. There's no Gyrocopter. No Phantom Lancer's still off in the jungle farming. He's not going to be able to push a lane fast enough to punish it. And the only defense they have is Windrunner. So they're going to take this, and I think they could threaten tier 3.
Hope the Dyer weren't partial to that mid tower.
With the nuke damage coming out of the two, out of the Keeper of the Light and the Puck, they should be able to at least put some damage onto the tier 3. I think they're going to back off before it's killed, but as soon as the gyro comes back up, they go out and they leave. Mistimes the shackle a little bit, but Keeper pops the mech, and Blinding Light should keep him pretty safe. Although Spirit Lance is coming in, and that's probably going to be all that she wrote for that one. Yep. And Keeper Light goes down as well. He's going to caught out a lot. He's 1-5-3 right now. I mean, if you look at the kills overall, you have 7 kills on Lena. But 4 deaths. Keeper of the Light and Undying are combined 1, 8, and 9, whereas the supports on Dyer's side are, Lena has 7 kills, Shadow Demon has 3 kills, but he also has 9 assists. So I mean, we're talking about Dyer teams getting a lot out of their. He's a little. He has heart, or is he getting... Oh, yeah, okay, so he's got the recipe. And they are getting their mech up now. So, Windrunner has the mech up on the Courier. Oh, Clinks gets a nice pick off on the Lena up top. And Clinks, still working on his power treads, actually. Has them now, but has the power treads, a Ring of Aquila, and the Orchid, of course. Oh, and this Chaos Knight... Just wrong place, wrong time. And his team needs to react quickly. Which they should be able to save him. Oh, and they catch the Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter's probably going to go down. They're going after Windrunner hard, though. Clink should get the Windrunner. Oh, and Gyrocopter's going to TP to safety. But this is going to be... They stopped chasing Gyro, actually, and they all went after the Windrunner. And they're going to go right through backdoor protection on that. Not even caring about it. Gyro back up to full health. Has a Yasha finished. Yeah. And right now I think Roshing would be the best idea. They can't push tier 3 against this. There's just too much. They're just too much right now. They don't have enough. And standing right in the middle of the call down is not a good way to do this. And Clinks. Oh, Clinks. And that's a dead Clinks, a dead Undying, and Puck. Puck also going down as well. I mean, yeah, they had no reason to push high ground on that at all. They got the tower, and as soon as PL had to come back, they should have known that they were safe. But as soon as PL showed up, I mean, You're just not able to fight this right now. The guy has a heart and a fusel blade up. Still no drums, which is a little surprising. But I suppose he just had to skip drums in this instance. And now it looks like Dire Team is thinking about Roche themselves. Yeah, there's the pings going down, and they're all in here. And they have the damage for it. They have... And until... Yeah, without Clinks or Puck, I don't think Radiant side can challenge us. And they don't even have any wards up either. So, there's no chance. This is going to be an Aegis for the Phantom Lancer here. Huh. I mean, Radiant Team doesn't even have any idea. I mean, I guess they have to assume that they saw something. Or they figured out something. I don't know. And they have no wards in their jungle at all either. So, and Dire Team, you can see right here. If they were to go into the jungle to start farming, they're going to be seen and spotted out real quick. So good warding by the Dire Team, I think. Right. Phantom Lancer just gonna let his illusions push. Clinks already knows that it's not the real one. Clinks beaten up by the invisible Phantom Lancer. Clinks, don't fight this. If he turns around and starts fighting you, you're gonna die. But his whole team is around there. Oh no. No, they see him going away. Good doppelwalk. He knew something was up and got out of there immediately. Great job by the Phantom Lancer. But Clinks is in pursuit. He's going to try and go around and... Oh, gives up on the chase immediately. Phantom Lancer, however, does see Clinks. And Clinks is going to take a lot of damage from this. He's tanky enough because he just used his ultimate, but...
Regeneration.
Oh, man. Oh. So right now, I mean, you can see everybody's still just farming up. Gyrocopter's still sitting on just the Asha, although I assume he's going to... Oh, well, yeah, Radiant's confused, I think, about what they're going to do. Yeah, they have no map awareness. If they go into their jungle, they're going to be spotted immediately. Gyrocopter is working towards a Manta style, I have to assume, which is going to give them some pretty decent fight as well. Oh gosh. Trying to see what else they've got. They've got a Ghost Scepter up on Lena. That's going to keep her very safe from the Clinks until help can arrive. Shadow Demons almost has a 4-staff completed. He's less than 50 away from that. Oh, Clinks sees Lena. Ghost Staff's away though, but she is still going to end up going down as soon as Ghost Staff wears out. Oh, Clinks almost dies though. Wow, Clinks barely getting out by the skin of his teeth, and he needs to go. I mean, one dust or a Sentry Ward and he's just going to die. Yeah, if PL were to be carrying a gem, he would have definitely been dead right then and there. But PL, I think, needs to get his boots. He needs, yeah, the wand to go. He needs the wand or the boots to go away. I think PL's... I'm not sure what PL's next item is going to be. Probably going to be going for the butterfly. Oh, good stun on him. Silenced out as well, and he's going to... Oh, purges himself and juxtaposes away. Well played. Good reactions by the PL there. As soon as he was off stun. And Gyrocopter, meanwhile, while they were going on the PL, takes the bottom tower. So there's right now one outer tier tower for each team remaining. And I mean, I still think Dire Team's going to need a pipe in order to push into the Radiant Team's base. And I don't think they have anybody even started on one. Gyrocopter goes for the Black King bar, which is a good move. in my opinion, on that one. You could just BKB and and just keep relatively safe during the middle of a team fight. Huh. Windrunner does have the Ogre Club. And I don't think it's an Aghanims. I don't really see an Aghanim Scepter or a reason for the Ags. I think, in all honesty, they'd be much better off going for the pipe if they're going for anything. Oh, PL Illusion's basically just chasing away the entire team. Oh. Oh, and Klinks gets a little over aggressive and he's going to go down. Oh, man. That's not what you want right now, because this is going to be the tower. Oh. Oh, Undying just melts in the middle of the team fight. Keeper lights down very quickly as well. Chaos Knight is going to die. And and it's going to be a full team wipe. And this is not just going to be the tier 1, but it's going to be the tier 2 as well. It doesn't matter if they have the glyph popped. They don't have any way of stopping this. And this could be Rax as well. Undying's Tombstone is going to be up, but I don't think the Tombstone is going to be enough to deter them. They're going to need Keeper of the Light and Puck at least, I feel, in order to get them to retreat from this. And that mistake right there could have been the game. I mean, and yeah, that's Rax. Keeper of the Light's going to illuminate, and they're going to. I'm more surprised that they aren't dropping the Tombstone just to force them back. They're going right for the mid towers there. Oh. And like I said, Klinks getting caught out was pretty much the ghost symbol, and him being he's living life dangerously again. If he gets spotted out, Lena can Ghost Scepter and stun. I don't know if they have any. What do you call it? Any detection though? Yeah, they don't have any detection. So, but Phantom Lancer is sitting on a gold mine at 5,700 gold. So, if he's going Butterfly, he almost has enough to buy it. Yeah, and he just lost the Aegis. So that means they've got about 4 minutes until the next Roche. Yeah, a gem right now they would be able to kill Klinks easy. And Klinks has just been way too aggressive. He's going to be going for the Crystallis, which, I mean, it's a good idea as far as what he can do. Oh, he's going to find Windrunner though. He's found Windrunner, and this should be dead. Yep, dead Windrunner. I don't know how much that helps him. Klinks hasn't been as aggressive as I would have liked to have seen so far. Oh, the PL Illusion's just so tanky. It takes three Radiant team members just to take him down. PL's diffusal blade's still not upgraded. He doesn't have enough money. That's the problem. Who's the gem on? I don't see. Is it on? Oh, it's on the courier. Okay, yeah, and it's going to PL, it looks like. Yep. So PL's got the Manta, and he's picking up the gem as well. I'm surprised to see them go for the Manta. I figured that Butterfly can do pretty good as well, although if you want to siege up a base, Manta's very, very good for that. Oh, and just disruption. And this is a bad and this is just a bad fight for the Radiant side. Bad engagement. Oh, Lena has a blink dagger as well. Yeah, I think they felt a little too rushed, and they ended up trying to force something when they really. I mean, in the one hand they needed to, and on the other hand, I don't think they could have afforded to. I mean, with the Phantom Lancer being as farmed up as he is, it's going to be nearly impossible to... yeah, exactly. Basically, with the Phantom Lancer as farmed up as he is, it's just going to be next to impossible for them at this point. I mean, 37 minutes in, he's basically got the full inventory, just missing very little bit. And his illusions are just going to... Yeah, all the games are best of 3. Yeah. Oh. Phantom Lancer just gets a... Oh, look at Undying Melt. Chaos Knight gets the revenge kill, though, on... But Gyro escapes with... Gyro escapes barely with his life.
Looks like we lost one. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Alright. Anyway,
Like a kid in school. Someone's
they had a chance. I don't want to say that Dire never had a chance, or Radiant side never had a chance, but I think the biggest problem for them was that when Clinks wasn't allowed to farm up, he basically just... They've lost the game, in my opinion, when they didn't rotate the lanes. They needed to face Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, and they needed Clinks versus the Windrunner, in my opinion. Right. So, that's the end of Game 1. Young Money Cheesy is going to take it, and we're going to go on to Game 2. Alright? Stay tuned, guys.